Welcome to the Fan Space channel. This is the new Africa. Yes, now Africa is changing and Africa has changed. We are showcasing Africa's best to the world and telling them that Africa is not that wildlife thing that they've been showing you on TV, but Africa is developed. Yes. And so on this video, we are come to react on one of Africa's finest and one of Ghanaian's best YouTuber, Wode Maya. You might have heard of the name Wode Maya. It is now a household name. It is now a nationwide name, and it is now a continental name all over Africa. Wode Maya, Wode Maya, Wode Maya. Now, Wode Maya is a gentleman that goes around Africa telling the story of Africa in a different and dynamic way that you've never heard of. Today, he went to Uganda and interviewed one of Africa's billionaires in Uganda, doing marvelously amazing. We are going to react to this video, and I know that you are going to like it. Let's get into it.
Do you believe that poverty is the state of mind?
Do you believe that poverty is a state of mind? Do you believe it? Share your comments in the comment section. Share your views in the comment section.
100%. It only manifests into a physical form. It only takes a physical form when you start lacking things. But poverty exists with the person, whether they have money or not. You can even give someone
Poverty exists with a person, whether they have money or not. Just think about it.
$1 million,
Yeah.
and he wastes it in 2 months. Now that is poverty that has wasted the money. It wasn't just a problem that he didn't have money. No, he doesn't have the capacity to hold it and manage.
So you give somebody $1 million within 3 days, the person can just come back to square one. Why? Because they don't have the capacity. Now, my question is, does Africans have the capacity to create wealth? Does Africans have that capacity, that mentality to produce wealth and be prosperous?
I want to be known as Africa's #1 bragger. Please add that to my name.
Africa's #1 bragger.
The guy who brags about the beauty
The guy
of
who
Africa.
brags
The
about
guy
the
who goes
beauty
around to
of
brag
Africa.
about successful Africans. Yes.
And that is what Wode Maya does. He goes around talking about successful businessmen, successful people in Africa, showcasing what Africa does. And of course, he deserves it. He deserves that name, Africa #1 bragger. Yes.
Take pride in that. I'm excited because I made it to Uganda and I can't wait to show you why it's called the Pearl of Africa. I am here to brag about a young African. Is he a millionaire or billionaire?
No, actually, I may be moving to $1 billion.
He has creased so much more. I said I may be moving to $1 billion.
I asked my community that, hey, which Ugandan entrepreneur do you guys want me to feature? And most of the people recommended
Ham Enterprise.
I'm by the names of Mr. Alice Chugundu, a Ugandan, a businessman trading in real estate, and now moving largely into agro-processing and value addition.
So basically, he does real estate and now he's moving into agro-processing industrialization. Wow. I think that there's a lot to learn from this
If you've
video.
never left the country.
No, I travel in and out, but
I mean, I'm talking about like you left Uganda to study abroad.
No. All I've done and all I've achieved in Africa.
Wow, that is interesting. All I've done, he has never left, like, because most people or most successful people in Africa, some of them went to study in abroad, some of them went to stay abroad for a while. Yeah, talking about Ghana, we have something like Kennedy Japan who went to, he stayed in abroad for a while, made some money, came back and built industries. We have so many of them. But then this man has been staying in Uganda all his life. He just go and come back. It is possible.
Actually, I think I'm a living example of the fact that you can make it in Africa.
A living example of the fact that you can make it in Africa. And yes, I believe it's true.
Ham is a real estate developer, but developing residential homes is not his core business. So, what is the core business then?
No, I have quite a lot of commercial properties
Okay.
in Uganda,
Okay.
in various areas, from commercial structures to now real estate housing structures for residential. I have quite a number of projects, quite a number.
Can you believe that this guy built the replica of the White House right here in Uganda?
Did you see that thing that we have to look at this? Wow, the replica of the White House in Uganda. Hmm. You know, this is way this is way beyond. This is way beyond the replica of the White House in Uganda. You know, seeing this alone will just motivate you that no, Charlie, I have to make it. And I believe that the Ugandans and Africans will be motivated by just this act of building a replica of the White House as his headquarters.
When you look at the United States, I would say one of the best elements that has penetrated the African mind is Hollywood.
Yeah,
Because our young children think
yeah,
that what is in Hollywood, that's the way they should live.
that's the way they should
And the
live.
signature mark of 90% of American movies is the White House.
Yeah,
So I was like, what can I do with the resources I have that can get majority of my fellow Africans and Ugandans per se start believing in themselves and the fact that we can make it here. And I was like, if I'm to put up my headquarters, let me make it like the White House.
the White
To give them
House.
confidence. Someone passes it and is like, wow, it's just like the one in the States. So, the mind
This
is
is
big.
true. Give
His
us
house
confidence.
looks like a castle.
When you look at the house I built, I live in a very big house on 11 acres. But
Look at that 11 acres house. Oh, what? There's everything there. Look at that. Football pitch, long tennis, everything. 11 acres house.
a person needs only one room. I have like 8 cars, but you can drive one car at a time. But why? That big house, a person can only live in one room. A person can only live on one bed.
Yeah,
And even on the bed, you can only stay on one side of the bed.
yeah.
Equal self-contained and you can sit as it on sauna, steam bath.
You have a sauna still in the bedroom.
Yeah, we have sauna, steam bath, and
To me, I thought this guy has achieved everything.
Everything.
But when I asked him,
Because just looking at this short video or where I've gotten to, I think that I just think what hasn't he achieved? 11 acres house, headquarters like the White House, 8 cars and more.
what is your biggest achievement? He told me establishing this agro-processing business right here
Agro-processing
in
business.
Uganda by adding value to the raw materials they produce in the country.
And I think that's the most important thing, or that's one thing that Africans we are lacking. We lack the ability to add value to what we produce. And if this man is saying that his biggest dream or project is to add value to the agricultural industry in Uganda and in Africa, and I believe he's on the right path.
You don't think that's incredible?
It is incredible.
No, like you've seen, you've got a chance to move around my projects, and I think all my projects are big. But agro processing and value addition is going to be my biggest project because you see, our economy is small
Yeah.
as Uganda, and my aspirations and projections are big.
Okay.
So, if I penetrate and take agro processed products beyond Uganda to the big economies where we can sign contracts in billions of dollars, I think I'll spread bigger and better, and I'll be able to remit reasonable amounts of money or draw back reasonable amounts of money into the outgrowers who are Ugandans. So my plan forward is not individual but communal.
Okay. Go.
In Ham Pump Villas, you got a football pitch. As you can see, I just scored a goal that you've never seen in your entire life. Which means that in this villas, they
Okay.
got a football pitch.
Mm.
But he could be satisfied with a football pitch that he has built in his own estate. But can you believe it? This young guy is building a modern stadium
Wow.
in the city of
Wow.
Camp.
Look at that modernized stadium. He's building it in his own city. Why wasn't he satisfied with his own small football pitch in his estate? But then he was thinking about the people, thinking about the people, thinking about the people, and now he's building an ultra modern football pitch in Uganda.
Like you can have a lot of projects running and putting up a stadium for $200 million.
$200 million. Wow.
The main effect of the stadium, it's the illustration to my fellow Ugandans that if I can do it, they can equally do it.
This will serve as an inspiration, as he's saying, to Ugandans and now to Africans. If he can do it, then we can also do it.
And if we can independently and from an individual perspective pull off such a development, then we can spearhead development of Uganda.
He is young, a 39-year-old, almost worth $1 billion. I know the question that
39. Wow. What did he do? What is his secret? I think that he needs to share this. And let's move on as he tells us what he did differently.
is going through your mind. Just like what is going through my mind is, what did you do different from your age mates or your peers?
Reason, because you see, I'm constant on this thing of reason, because that's
Okay.
all. That's all there is if you want to solve a problem. When God created humanity, in fact, God created us naked, but with a brain.
Okay.
It is only through the brain that we manage to transform
To
over a given
transform.
period of time. Now
So
we are
what he did different was
everything is on the
using
phone,
his brain.
ICT.
Yeah.
These are all, it is evidence of our reasoning capacity as humans.
As
So when
humans.
you ask me, Ham, what do you think you do different from others that has made you achieve
Let's
what
listen.
you achieved?
Yeah.
Let's listen.
It's just reason. If we want to develop and elevate Africa, I think we should attack the mind of the Africans.
Wow. If you want to change Africa, we should attack the mind, the mentality of Africans, which is so true. If we are able to change our mentality, we are able to change, because physical slavery is over. But then the white transformed it, changed it into mental slavery. And so if we can deliver the African from his mental slavery, then we can develop Africa. Yes.
For all that Hams has been able to achieve in this very short time, if you ever ask me what is the major challenge, I would definitely tell you about finance.
Yeah.
But to Hams,
I would say negativity. People are so negative. Even
People are so negative. Our negative people are so negative. Our negative mindset doesn't allow us to move forward, which is so true. When we see somebody progressing, the next thing we think about is juju, is witchcraft, is he has done something to get there. But do we have that positive mind to support him? No. But negativity in Africa is what is harming us too much.
if you